Hi, in this screencast we're going to be taking a look at lines, rays, and line segments, and how to name them as well. So this first one here, we have named this line, and it's a line because notice the arrows right here. The arrows mean that it goes on forever in both directions. So think about when we did our body and we did our hands out like this to show that the lines go on forever. To name this, I would use the letters where those points are A and B, and I would put a line across the top, but don't forget to put the arrows on both sides, because if you don't put the arrows, you get this, which is a line segment. Notice the two dots at the very end that shows that the line will end, it won't go on forever. So I take the same letters that are at the points C and D, and I put a dash across the top. That's one way you can name this. You could also do C and D and do the line across the top with the dots. Both of those are right, but this is the one that you would see more often, just putting a line across the top. Now, try to name these. Last one, these are rays. And so with rays, you'll notice that there's one end that stops, doesn't go on, but the other end, B, that will keep going. Notice that arrow. So to name this, I would name it AB, but then I would show the line and then the arrow part over the letter where you see the arrow. Notice the arrow is right next to B here, so I'd give the arrow part of it over B. Now this one, I can call it KL, but the difference between this one and the one above it is that I would put the arrow going in the other direction, and the arrow goes above K. That's the big difference between the two. So always look for where the arrow is and put the letter right next or underneath where you would put that arrow.